It's Ricky Rick on the beat.
I can confuse and come watch the news. We got the juice, Miss Denver school. We talk about sports and not daily report. Making big plays in the field and the court. Fairmont Heights when we coming up short. Once I find out we even the score. 8 a.m. when we walk through the door. A's and B's, 100 good lord.
Screen hit. I got pain. That's on his head!
I'm Jamal.
And I'm Temple, and this is your sports report.
This past weekend was championship weekend in the NFL. Ladies first, so Temple, you take the first game.
Well, thank you.
Tom Brady and the Buccaneers went down the field in their opening drive to strike first blood. They had all the momentum in the first quarter. Things weren't looking too good until Rodgers made a big play on third down deep in their own territory to convert on 3rd and 15. They finished the drive with 6 early in the second quarter to tie things up. Brady responded on the next drive with a 50-yard bomb on third down to set up Leonard Fournette for a TD.
Brady slides, he's going for Godwin downfield, and a juggle and a catch.
A-Rod threw a pick late in the second quarter, and Brady made him pay for it with a 39-yard bomb with 8 seconds left in the half to make the score 21-10. Green Bay turned the ball over again early in the third, and Tampa Bay took advantage with another Brady passing touchdown. Green Bay scored on the next drive to close the gap and got an interception of their own. Momentum was beginning to shift. A-Rod threw a much-needed touchdown on 3rd and goal to Devontae Adams, but the team couldn't convert the 2-point conversion, so they still trailed by 5. Tampa Bay turned the ball over in both of their next 2 drives, but Green Bay couldn't capitalize. Tampa extended their lead to 8 with a field goal with 5 minutes left in the contest. Green Bay got into the Bucs' red zone, but after 3 tries, elected to kick the field goal and play defense. Ended up not working out for Green Bay, and the Bucs were able to run out the clock. The final score, 31-26. Tom Brady's on his way to his 10th Super Bowl.
Enough about the NFC. Why don't you tell us about that AFC game, Jamal?
I got you.
Buffalo struck first blood with a field goal on their first drive. Kansas City muffled a punt, which led to Buffalo's first touchdown, but they missed the extra point. Bills was up 9-0 at the end of the first quarter. But Kansas City turned up the heat. They scored 21 points in the second quarter to put themselves in a comfortable lead. They continued their dominance into the second half and ran up the score against the Bills' inexperienced organization. Bills tried to make a comeback with 4 minutes left in the game, but they just couldn't pull it off. I mean, come on guys, Chiefs don't lose in Arrowhead Stadium. It's just a fact. You know what I mean. The Super Bowl takes place Sunday, February 7th at 6:30 p.m. Can't wait.
In other news, we're sad to share that legendary Fairmont Heights football coach Ralph Paden passed away recently. There's more on that story.
The Fairmont Heights community was heartbroken this past week when news broke that legendary football coach Ralph Paden passed away. During his tenure, Mr. Paden was a committed and dedicated employee serving in several capacities. He coached football for 30 years and 28 years as the head coach. Through his leadership, Fairmont Heights won 5 county championships and 3 regional championships and had 5 state playoff appearances and 2 state runner-up finishes. No other coach in the history of Fairmont Heights High School coached as long or won as many games. Coach Paden was more than just a coach. He was a legend. He is and always will be an icon in the Fairmont Heights community. 2 years ago, the new high school's football stadium was named after him in honor of his dedication and accomplishments. Thank you, Coach, for your service, and you will truly be missed. Coach Ralph C. Paden.
Thanks, Prince. Now let's talk about these Wizards, man.
Oh, we were done with them.
They faced off against their former first-round pick John Wall for the first time since he was traded for Russell Westbrook to Houston this past Tuesday. All eyes were on Wall and Bill, as they have been longtime teammates and never played against each other before. The Rockets ran away with a victory as they dominated the Wizards in the fourth quarter. They took on the Pelicans the very next day, which of course ended in a loss. Like many other losses this season, an early deficit to New Orleans proved too much for the Wizards to overcome. Bill even went off for 47, but you know what? That's enough about the Wizards. What's next?
Man, these Wizards, I mean, they are a professional basketball team, right? Or no? Maybe?
I mean, yeah, but speaking of losing, what happened to your boy Connor, though?
You just had to bring it up, didn't you?
In the first round, Poirier took Connor to the ground but didn't get much success with Connor getting back up before the round ended. Poirier came in with a new strategy for the second round, attacking Connor with leg kicks that he took for granted and decided not to check. Before he knew it, the right punch threw him to the ground with how weak his legs were. 2 punches later, the fight was over. It was Connor's first time losing by knockout/TKO.
Man, that one hit. That was my first time watching Connor live in the octagon. I expected better. But, let's go to someone with a little more luck. What's up with the Caps, Jamal?
The Capitals have won 2 out of their last 3 contests since our last sports report. At least someone's winning in Capital One Arena. Despite being shorthanded due to a couple key players out to COVID, they have been able to hold their own.
Unfortunately, we're at the end of the best part of the show, but it's all good. Make sure you subscribe, leave a like, all that good stuff. And remember, I'm Temple.
And I'm Jamal, and this was your Sports Report.
And now for an Markel moment.
One of my lifeguard class, it could possibly end Wednesday. That is a big upsie, but the thing is, I won't leave my house if it is, so.
And that has been a Random Markel moment.
Hey Hornets, it's Paris, and I'm back with another entrepreneurial Hornet. This time we're interviewing class of 2017, Vinceaun Minto. Hey Vince.
How you doing? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. So let's get into these questions. Can you tell us a little bit about your time and experience at Fairmont Heights?
Yeah, my time at Fairmont Heights was definitely very interesting. My freshman and sophomore year, I pretty much was focused on my academics. I didn't really join any organization or anything like that. I was sure to take care of all of my community service hours. It really didn't really take off until my junior year when I became Alpha Elite. And that was a very interesting time period. I quickly became step master, which then led me to becoming president of the organization. And during my time there, being president and step master of the Alpha Elite organization, I was actually able to build up myself, my confidence and everything, and just who I was as an overall person and better myself in every way possible.
So who would you say inspired you when you was at school?
As far as my inspirations, I have my family, of course, and then as far as teachers or anyone from there, I say definitely Mr. Mack and Mr. Caldwell. They definitely always kept me on my toes, kept me thinking, 2 steps ahead, and just kept me sharp overall.
What was your biggest accomplishment, you would say, since you graduated?
I wouldn't say I have a biggest accomplishment because I have multiple, but I would say some of my biggest accomplishments would be getting my work inside of a historical museum. When I was a lead commission artist on that, if you check out the Banneker Douglas Museum located in Annapolis, Maryland, we did a 15-foot mural, and I had a team working under me, and I got commissioned to do that. Also, created my business while still in college.
That's really cool. So tell everyone about your business. Like, what do you do?
All right, so my business is Maintain Life Work by Vinceaun, also known as MLV. We specialize in everything visual arts, so from photography to painting, graphic design, 3D art, and more. So everything around that field, in the visual arts field, my company focuses on, and we serve to be the middleman to get as much creative content as possible for anyone and what they may need.
What would you tell a high school student who is interested in following your same path?
I would definitely say to begin their process now and find a mentor early on. Because when I was still in high school, I was still trying to find my way. I was still trying to figure out exactly where I was going to go with my path. And I didn't have a good idea exactly how I was going to get there. So I would say definitely find a mentor or someone who is also in their field but has experience.
Okay.
And reach out to me if they need some assistance with anything. Yeah.
So sell your business. Tell people where they can find you.
You can find me on my 2 major platforms on Instagram at next_DABXNCI, and then my website www.mlbart.com.
Go check them out, Hornets. Thank you, Vince, for the interview and giving people some information on you.
All right, thank you for the interview.
What's up, Fairmont? I'm Zay.
And I'm Janaya.
And this is your weekly update.
Seniors, your last day to submit payment for your senior packages is today. Please go pay. Well, finish the episode, of course, but go pay. Please and thank you.
Don't forget Q&A Wednesdays with your Hornets Guys team, hosted by Ms. Briggs. It's on Zoom every Wednesday from 12 to 1. Get the latest school info, schedule appointments, and ask questions. Check your email for the link.
Today, on January 29th, all attendance logs are due. Don't forget.
The second quarter grading window closes today. I'm talking to you, Prince. How them grades looking?
Attention Hornets, the 2020 yearbook is now on sale. 50% off, which means it's only $35 now. I think it's a pretty good deal, because they were definitely taxing with the $70, but that's Fairmont for you.
Second semester began yesterday on January 28th. Teachers, please notify your students to check their school max for their second semester courses. Wow, I can't believe school year halfway over. Time really flies, doesn't it?
Once again, I'm Janaya.
And I'm Zay, and this is your weekly update.
Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and our Instagram. Have a great day, Fairmont Heights.